Coinbase launches Bitcoin-backed loan service, allowing users to borrow up to 100,000 in USDC. Let's get into this. If you haven't had a chance, definitely check out the Coinbase site. Uh, Start an account. It looks like they're giving up to $200 for getting started. This is one of your foundational sites that it's the grandfather for buying crypto in the space. So you can definitely go to their website, sign up, and start purchasing some digital assets. They have everything from cryptocurrency news. You can learn this tab here alongside learning from this channel. You can also learn on their website. They have accounts for individuals and also for businesses. They have for developers, people that are developing on these blockchains can work with Coinbase as well. So let's get into this because this is pretty huge news, and this is something that people that have been in the space have been waiting on for a long time. And considering we're getting government regulations, this is great to know. Basically, you're not going to have to make a tax event by going from crypto to fiat currency. So you'll be able to borrow against your and leverage your crypto and still own it. So that's amazing. That's something that a lot of people in the space have been waiting for, and it's game changing. So Coinbase, in partnership with Morpho Labs, has launched a Bitcoin-backed loan service, allowing U.S. users to borrow up to 100,000 in USDC coin, using their Bitcoin as collateral. This service, available to all U.S. residents except those in New York, operates on Coinbase Ethereum Layer 2 network. Borrowers must over collateralize their loans with Bitcoin collateral automatically converted into Coinbase Wrap Bitcoin, a token based backed one by one Bitcoin held in Coinbase custody. The CBBTC is then transferred to Morpho, which manages the loan terms and interest rates dynamically. The loans are intended to offer users liquidity without selling their Bitcoin and acquiring taxable events. Coinbase Vice President Max Gronsberg emphasized that the product is designed to enhance the utility of Bitcoin within a decentralized framework. Coinbase does not directly issue loans, but facilitates the process, allowing borrowers to access funds without credit checks or fees. This is a game changer. No credit checks, no fees, just for holding Bitcoin. You're going to be able to borrow against it. Game changing. The banks are going to be pissed about this. Everything is changing, guys. Everything. The repayment terms are flexible, although borrowers must monitor their collateral value to avoid liquidation. So basically, you know that assets fluctuate; they go up, they go down. If you take a loan out, borrowing against it, you have to make sure that you don't fall under that threshold, and they end up liquidating your assets because you didn't keep up on the loan. I actually had that to happen to me early on in crypto about 5 years ago. I used a service and I borrowed against it and I didn't monitor it well. Something came through my email and I didn't pay attention very well. And next thing I know, they own my crypto. So happy to see that we're getting regulations and, making people aware of what could possibly happen so it doesn't happen to them. Bitcoin-backed loans have become increasingly popular among investors seeking to maintain their holdings while assessing liquidity. According to HFT Market Intelligence, the market for crypto-backed loans is projected to grow from 8.5 billion in 2024 to 45 billion by 2030, with Bitcoin adoption expanding. Institutions and DeFi protocols calls are increasingly exploring crypto lending opportunities. Competitors like led in have also been raising interest in similar products. Morph ranks as the 12th largest decentralized application with 3.2 billion in total value. Its platform enables seamless management of interest rates and ensures loan security. Coinbase launched CBBTC in September 2024 to facilitate Bitcoin's integration into DeFi, a move that has already seen over 2.1 billion in supply, according to Dune Analytics. The initiative also highlights the tax efficient potential of crypto backed loans. Borrowed USDC can be converted to US dollars without additional fees, bridging the gap between decentralized and traditional financial systems. Coinbase return to Bitcoin lending follows its discontinuation of the borrower program in November 2023 and demonstrates its growing focus on decentralized finance tools. By integrating crypto lending with DeFi platforms like Morph, Coinbase aims to expand Bitcoin's utility and create new financial opportunities for its users. As the market for Bitcoin backed loans grows, such services could help shape the future of crypto lending and decentralized finance. This is wonderful for people who can't get loans through the bank for one reason or another. Maybe credit, could be the time that they spent with the bank. Their accounts are new. None of that matters when you're dealing with digital assets. That's the beauty of it. You just need to hold the correct utility coins, ones that are going to go to the moon. So this is the Awareness District, IMT short. Thank you for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, share, tell a friend, tune back in, turn on your notifications. And hey, check out some of the end of these videos here. I've been putting a lot of my audiobooks in the back. Before I got into this industry, I was a book publisher. So I have over 75 titles on Amazon and Apple, and I've been sharing some of those at the end of my videos. So if you want to support, you can definitely go and support before we get monetized by purchasing one of the books. Thank you again for choosing the Awareness District to tune into, and I'll see you again.
Chicago, January 16. Don't move. DEA. Show me your hands. Slow, slow. The barking commands and grenade-like explosions jolted Marlon from his slumber. He was disoriented and fuming. The glare of the large military-style flashlights crisscrossed the room. All were aimed squarely at him and balanced above the barrels of assault weapons. He always slept with his gun under his pillow, so he instinctively reached for it. The AR-15 muzzle to his jaw quickly contradicted the logic of his instincts. "Give me a reason, asshole," the DEA agent seethed. His aura emanated intense adrenaline. Marlon could smell the stench. The agent snatched Marlon out of bed while his cohort tossed his pillow and grabbed a gun, while yet another one turned on his bedroom light. Marlon wore only a pair of navy blue polo boxers while being slammed face first into the wall and cuffed. "You're making a big fucking mistake," Marlon gritted. "Shut your mouth." "What the fuck is going on?" "I said shut up." "I'll tell you what's going on," a high-ranking agent of the DEA said as he stepped into the room. He held up his gloved hands, and in them were two packages about the size and thickness of a Webster's dictionary, wrapped in plastic and duct tape. "Fresh-cut heroin, straight from Mexico," he smirked and mockingly sniffed one of the packages. "I can still smell the wetback. Found it in the couch cushions." "Heroin," Marlon echoed. "No fucking way. This is a setup." "Marlon Porter, you're under arrest for—" "This is a mistake. I'm a federal agent." His accuser wore a menacing smile and responded with a gloating tone. "I know. That's the best part." By the time they reached the MCC Federal Holding Facility at the intersection of Clark and Van Buren Streets, Marlon was enraged. He didn't know what was going on and intended on quickly getting some answers. His perp walk upon entering the facility with his hands cuffed behind his back and a DEA agent at each elbow was embarrassing, to say the least. The first set of eyes he met were those of the special agent in charge, Philip Ortega. Everything about Ortega screamed FBI, from his inexpensive navy blue suit all the way down to his spit-shine flourishemes. He gave Marlon a penetrating gaze and approached him with his trademark military gait. Ortega crisscrossed the room and accosted the DEA agent in charge. "What the hell is going on, Frank? You go after one of mine and I gotta find out through a goddamn back channel?" Ortega was furious. Frank gave him a shrug and a smirk. "What can I say, Ortega? Your guy stepped in it big time. A reliable source says your guy's dirty, and we hit pay dirt. We found 3 kilos of heroin and $70,000. Ortega hit Marlon with the harsh look of anger and betrayal that made it difficult for Marlon to hold his gaze. Marlon fought the wave of guilt in his heart and stood steadfast. "Mr. Ortega, this is bullshit. It's gotta be a plant. It's all bullshit." Ortega turned back to Frank without responding to Marlon. "Let me talk to him." "Philip, he's in custody. You have—" "Frank!" Ortega sharply barked. Frank visibly jumped while several people looked in their direction. Frank sighed. There was a natural rivalry between the DEA and the FBI. It wasn't as intense as the Yankees-Red Sox rivalry, but it definitely didn't pull on the DEA's heartstrings to see the feds with egg on their face. Still, Frank knew Ortega was taking it hard. A dirty agent was bad enough, but a dirty agent on your own watch was a hard pill to swallow. He eventually relented. 10 minutes, Philip, Frank replied. He flashed 5 fingers twice to emphasize his point. Ortega took Marlon by the arm and guided him into the first available office he found. He shut the door, then turned to Marlon. "You son of a bitch," Ortega hissed. "How long has this been going on?" "Sir, you telling me you believe this bullshit?"